Hi, Eric. First one. There we go. Now we're starting to get people in here. Yeah, Silo Screams Master. That's me. You got lasers on you, Bite. What's that all about? Huh? Yeah. Hi, everyone. How you doing today? A little late start today. Kind of slept in a little bit. Got to do that every once in a while. Bite knows all about sleeping in late, don't you, Bite? You sleep in late every day. What's the weather like today? It's actually really nice today. Low 80s, nice and sunny out. Perfect day to be sitting inside doing a live stream. I'm hoping as it gets a little bit cooler out, as we move more into fall and winter, that I might actually do a live stream from outside. That might be kind of fun. Looks like Nibbles is already making her rounds here. Nibble. Yeah, see, that always gets their attention. Gets their both attention. You see, they're both all of a sudden excited, aren't they? Yes, they are. All right, one more for you. And then you'll just have to stay here and be entertaining again, and then maybe you'll get some more. Yeah, see, that's how they are. Beautiful and colorful in northern Minnesota. Yeah, well, take advantage of it now because it's all going to be white before long. Believe me, I've been in northern Minnesota. Yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice to be outside here too. Ever since we had that rainstorm come through a few weeks ago, it's really kind of knocked the edge off a little bit. I noticed that last year in Texas too, that around this time of the year, the heat just suddenly disappears. Last year, it was literally one day it was cold and then it never bounced back again. It's been a little bit more mild the last couple weeks here, but we're definitely moving into fall. You can definitely tell. Hello, Ireland. Wow, that's cool. It's always neat to have somebody call in from or check in from the other end of the world. I'm glad you're too here, Mistress Beats. They come up with an idea for the walkway to the pool. Well, I'm probably just going to lay concrete out there. I really like the idea of the flagstone, but it wasn't done right, and it probably wasn't the best stone to use anyway. It kind of tends to chip away. That stone out there seems to be like a compressed sedimentary layer, and so those layers they kind of just chip off, and you don't really want to be walking on that with bare feet. I think it'll be a lot easier, a lot nicer just to put concrete out there. So I think that's probably what the plan is going out to the pool. I do kind of like the idea that the path kind of meanders out to the pool. So I'll probably just basically keep the same shape as the one that's here. The curves are nice, although the curves are kind of a pain when you're edging because it's hard to edge on a curved surface. It's a lot easier to do it on a straight edge. Hello, Don Emery. Happy birthday. You hate the winter, the snow. Yeah, it's one of those things that, that was part of my decision when I moved is I didn't want to go someplace that froze for half of the year. So that was kind of why I chose the southern half of the U.S. And we get just a touch of snow here, and I don't even know if that's typical. We got a little blanketing of snow last winter, and I don't know if that was unusual or if that's typical that you get it once or twice a year. Time will tell on that, but it's enough for me. I've been in, like I said earlier, I've been in northern Minnesota in the dead of winter, and I won't do that again. That's just too much. Go outside and it hurts to breathe. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep my eyes open to other things too, and my mind open to other things too. Pavers, you're right, might be an option. But you know, like I said, I want it to be something that's smooth and comfortable to walk on if you're walking in bare feet. And sometimes if you have the uneven edges of a paver, that can be an issue. You're ready for hurricane season to be over. Yeah, well, it's coming. How am I liking my place now that I'm well settled? I really like this place. This place is great. The only disappointment I had was that stupid issue with the with trenching under the house for the sewer line. Other than that, I haven't regretted my purchase. Once. And in terms of the sewer line, that's just one of those things that happens when you have a house that's 40 years old. So the beauty is I should never have to deal with that again. So whatever, I intentionally had extra money after I bought the house to renovate and to do anything that needed to be fixed, and well, it did. So I'm glad it was there. It could have been a lot worse. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but when we were going through the process, the company that was doing the replacing a line was going to try and see if they could finance me, and they got on the phone with it, and they were only willing to offer me $5,000. Like that isn't even worth the trouble. $23,000, and the best you can do is 5,000, and then I'm going to end up paying you back with interest for over the next few years. It's not worth it. I don't think they fully. I think what they did is they looked at, oh, he's a homeowner and he's making, certain amount of money, and that just doesn't seem like a lot. I don't think they factored in the fact that I paid for the house with cash, so there was no mortgage. I think if they'd factored in that, but whatever. The shelves are getting better. I think the problem is a combination of the humidity that's here, and I may not have used the best um, acrylic coating or polyurethane coating. I think I'm going to probably switch over to something else. But I think today I can do the first sanding of it, and we may get a coat or two of the water-based coating. Like I said, I think that may have been the issue. I usually deal with water-based polyurethane. This was an oil-based, and it just may take longer to dry. So yeah, I think I will work on the shelves a little bit today, but that's like I said, first thing I got to do is I got to sand it off because it's a little rough now. Yeah, I don't think it's that they think I make too much money. I think they just looked at what my income was and the value of my house and the amount of money that I was going to need to do the repair, and they just they didn't realize that there wasn't a mortgage payment in there. And so they figured in, mortgage payment and expenses, he's just not going to be able to afford very much. But whatever. You think the guest bedroom would look good in blue, huh? In a light blue? I think probably this room here is going to be light blue, and I'm probably not. I don't want to duplicate things too much. Additionally, blue. When I think of blue, I think of it more of as a male color than a female color. I want something that's going to be welcoming to both. Because my mom's going to visit, my sister's going to visit, probably Beth will visit some point, and don't want them to stay in a boy's guest bedroom, right? trailer started tilting like a seesaw. That sounds like fun. That's a good way to wake up. That happened in California too. We called them earthquakes. Last substantial snow you had in East Texas was in 2011, about an inch or two, huh? Yeah, well, like I said, we got a little dusting last winter. It didn't last long. It had melted by noon the next day, but it was fun. This is the first time I'd seen snow here. Yeah, I don't know about the black shelves. I saw your comment in that video too. I want there to be, I don't want just everything to blend together. And if, I get the black brackets, and if I have black shelves and black equipment, it's just going to be too much black. I think I need a little color, in there. And so I think the shelves are going to look good the way they are. Plus the fact I'm committed to the stain anyway. Yeah, light green, that might be an option. Yeah, well, that's just going to be the way it's going to be. I got my CDs, I got my DVDs. That's just gonna be that way. It's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of stuff here because I got a lot of stuff to fit in here. That's just gonna be the way it's gonna be. It looked pink to you? What, you're talking the guest bedroom? Yeah, the guest bedroom currently is pink. I think that was the girls' room. There was a girl and a boy that lived here, and I think that was the girls' room. The cat room is what used to be the boys' room. Haven't decided on colors yet. No, I don't get offended when people comment on things. Just don't be offended if I don't go with it. That's the other end of it. You recall that when we did the guest bathroom that I let you guys choose that color. You guys picked out the colors. I picked out the ones that I thought would look good, and you guys voted on the final one. So who knows? Maybe we'll do that again here. You know, somebody posted in the comments today that I should refrain from painting until I've gotten things like bedspreads and all that stuff and on the bed. And I agree. I agree. We'll probably end up. Once the bed is supposed to hopefully be here next week. Uh, so end of next week. I think it's like next Wednesday, as they said. They said the 14th, so I think that's Wednesday. So that would be my last day. And at that point, we can go look for some nice bedspreads and stuff like that, and then we can pick a color. But yeah, well, that'll be happening pretty soon here too. Yeah, it is my home. That's true. And but I do appreciate the advice. You know, like I said, I may not go with it, and that's just uh, what it's going to be here. So yeah, Bill, I think I'm going to probably do a bites and nibbles vlog tonight because, like I said, I started the day a little late. There may be a few more bites and nibble vlogs over the next couple weeks because I'm starting with the Silo of Screams, and that starts this coming Friday. And so I'm going to be working late Friday nights and Saturday nights. And so basically, I'm going to get off at work at 7:30 on Friday night, drive to Temple, which is about a 30-minute drive, uh, get into my costume really quick, go to my position, and be there for when the gate opens at 8. And then I'll probably be there at midnight, probably be about 12:30 or 1 before I get back home. Then I got to go to bed, get up and 4 hours later to go to work, do another 12-hour day, go back to Silo of Screams for Saturday night, and then so I'll probably end up sleeping in late a lot on Sundays. We'll probably have later live streams for the next few weeks, and we'll be doing some bites and nibble vlogs just to kind of keep things simple. So yeah, we'll probably get a few of those. I hope this is my forever home. Did I do an online search before visiting store? No, things like that. I got to see it. It isn't enough to see a picture of it. I got to see it. I got to touch it. I got to lay on it in this case. Because you can get more of an idea. The quality of something by physically being in the same space with it as than you can on by looking at it online. That's just me. That's why I hope the brick and mortar stores don't ever completely get replaced by online stuff because you know there's so many things that I like to actually touch and hold in my hands before I commit to buying it. And if you buy it, online, if you know what you're getting, if you're buying a movie, buying a book or something like that, you know what, a book isn't more real for me if I hold it in my hand. So if I'm looking for a particular book, I can do that and do that online. But for things like clothes and furniture and stuff like that, I actually like to go into the store. That's just me. You need to send me some orange so you can cheer on my Cowboys on the 17th at Baylor. Yeah, whatever. I'm not really into the whole sports thing, so that's just me. Yeah, I think the bed's gonna look really nice in there. Yeah, my mom was definitely over being under house arrest in her old place. I think she's really happy in the new place. There are a lot more openings. She can go out and they can go down to the cafeteria and have meals together. And my sister can go visit her and actually go into her room. That was one of the things. She had a third floor apartment in Huntington Beach, and the closest my sister, when she visited, could get would be to go out into the parking lot underneath her apartment and yell up at her. And it's like that's not going to work. You missed the "That's Not How It's Done" vlogs. Yeah, I suppose I probably could have turned a few of the things that I've done around here into "That's Not How It's Done." Because definitely the sewer line, that could be a "That's Not How It's Done." That electrical outlet out in the garage that could have started a fire, that could have been a "That's Not How It's Done." The double position out light switches that can turn the light switches off, or one of them was upside down. That could be a "That's Not How It's Done." I don't know. We'll probably re-implement that at some point. Yeah, I agree with you, John. I don't even own a Kindle. I think there's a Kindle app on my tablet, but I prefer the book. On the Max Headroom show, they used to refer to books as non-volatile storage medium. Man, that's a perfect description for it too, because you have a power failure, your Kindle's not going to work. You're not going to be able to download stuff. But if I have a physical book, all I need is light in my eyes. You're back on level 4 in England, masks everywhere. Am I planning on doing up my yard for Halloween? No, because I'm gonna be at Silo of Screams this year on Halloween night. So I don't know. We're gonna do that for a while. This is. I was talking to John, the guy who runs that place, and he says this is really going to be kind of a difficult year because of the whole virus thing. Um, Everybody's got a social distance on this. Everybody's got to wear masks, and he's limited to like 600 people a night. So that's going to really, hamper things this year. So, um, I definitely want to be there and help them get through this. Yeah, the bed and the chest of drawers are going to look really nice in there. I think they'll look great. I really wish I had like a piece of the tile that I could have brought in because, in the end, what I had done is I actually brought my camera in there because, I did some filming in there. And so I had already shot the scenes before that where I was walking down the hall into the room. So I actually ended up pulling out the camera and showing that to the guy, just, the salesperson, just so he could make sure that what I got was going to look good. The first thing I liked, I saw something I liked before, but when I looked at it and compared it to like the floor, the wood looked almost identical to the floor. You almost couldn't tell where the bed started and the wood floor ended. So I ended up going with the other one because I thought it was a little darker and I thought it would contrast a little better. Yeah, Huntington Beach was really expensive, and when you're in a senior assisted living apartment like that, it's insanely expensive. I couldn't believe because there was a couple months there where I had to kind of help my mom pay her rent because we, okay, we're gonna go way back here. My dad got one of the best uh, old age kind of senior assisted health plans, insurance plans there is. It was basically the Cadillac plan because I guess he expected that you know he wanted, if they got to the point where they couldn't take care of themselves, he wanted to be able to live in a nice lifestyle. And but it took a little while for this all to kick in after my father passed away and when my mom moved in. So there were a couple of months there where my sister and I actually had to pay my mom's rent. And so I actually know what it was. And it's insane how much they charge to live in one of those senior assisted places where, it's not just the apartment, but it's the meals and all the upkeep and all the activities and all that. It's off the clock expensive. Did they have anything like Silo of Screams in Orange County? I'm sure there were. I mean, you go back and watch Jordan's vlogs from Halloween a couple years ago. A lot of the things that I saw around there were like people who set up really elaborate haunted houses at their house. And Jordan and I went and visited a few of those one Halloween a couple years ago. You got to go check out that vlog. Or those, I don't know if I don't remember if he turned that into one vlog or multiple ones. Because I know there was like a Donnie Darko themed one, and there was like a creepy Toy Story kind of theme one. Not Toy Story like the Toy Story movie, but like a toy store that you could go in that had like creepy toys. Whereas Nibble's actually retreating down the hall right now. She decided, since I'm not dishing out the kitty treats, but now that I am dishing out the kitty treats, see who's coming back? That's how she is. Here's one for you, Nibble. Gotta buy your love, don't I? Yes, I do. You'll be out of my hand. You just won't let me touch you. Nibble. Okay, that's it for now. I can still be on the screen though. So let's see. I got to scroll backwards here because I missed a couple things here. I think it looks like fun to be a scare actor. Yeah, definitely. I had a blast last year. I mean, you remember I had to cancel a live stream the day after one of them because I screamed so loud the whole night that I blew my voice out. Yeah, it'd be fun if somebody came down to see me at Silo of Screams. I don't know how much I'll be able to actually meet with anyone, but if you see me in the maze, say hi. I'm supposed to be in the middle of a maze called Her Wicked Ways. It's the first maze you'll go into. And I'm going to be like in this little square room that has like windows on a couple sides, and I'm going to be some demented doctor. I'm supposed to be in an insane asylum, and I'm going to be some demented doctor that's going to be like operating on this corpse that's like vibrating and stuff like that. So plan to have a lot of fun with that. I got some ideas of what I want to do. Yeah, you're right. The Queen Mary had a haunted ship. You're right. I remember that. I had some friends at Disneyland that used to go down and act in that every year. Yeah, Nibble is just really shy. She's not a people person. She really isn't. She'll tolerate me, but that's she doesn't like to be handled. They think you have a cute face. What do you think about that, huh? Yeah, I heard about Boris Johnson. I'm glad he got better. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Oh, Bill can't stay on. He's got a Zoom meeting coming. Funny how we all know what that is now, don't you? Huh? Since I lived in Orange County, was I a fan of the OC TV show or Melrose Place? No, I didn't watch either of those. Actually, but I used to watch like Storage Wars. I was more of like a reality TV show fan, so I like watching Storage Wars, and that was kind of fun because that was all around Orange County. In fact, if you ever watched that show, you remember the characters Jared and Brandy. Jared and Brandy were had a store just like their Now and Then store was just literally 5 miles from where I live. Dave Hester, you remember that guy? I didn't like that guy. Yeah, yeah, that guy actually tried to buy a storefront that was like literally a mile from my house, and I'd seen his truck out and about a few times too. Can I do a little acting in my part to show us? No, you're gonna have to come down and see it. I'm actually gonna ask John if he'll let me run the camera a little bit in there, and maybe I can get you some footage. I won't cover the whole maze, but maybe just me kind of scaring some people. I'm gonna ask John if he'll let me do that. That'll be fun. Like I said, I don't know. It's up to him. It's his attraction, but it would be some good publicity. I've already told him that I'm advertising it on the vlog, so he's happy about that. Talk to bite. Maybe you can talk some sense in the nibble. Yeah, I don't know. We've tried, haven't we? Really, we've been trying for like 13 years now, haven't we? Nibble just won't warm up, will she? She likes you. She likes to cuddle in the kitty bed with you. Yeah, I've heard that their Queen Mary is haunted too. There's several rooms in there that are supposedly very haunted. Good afternoon, Linda. How are you? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The year that I really blew out my voice was well, I mean, it was last year, obviously, because that was the first time I did it. But it was only really one or two nights that I did it because the first night I was in one maze and I was there for I don't know a week or two, and the first night I was in a role where I was literally jump scaring at people. You hide in the shadows and then jump out and go like that, and scare them. But other nights, then I got put into roles. Most of the time I was, like the dentist. There was this demented dentist, and I was like, There was this demented dentist, and I was like operating on this severed head, and just basically scaring people that way. And there wasn't as many of the jump scares, so there wasn't so much of the stuff which blew out my voice. So I don't know. It may be different this year. I'll play it by ear. Yeah, Bite, you're my co-host. You're my jaw. Did you know that? Because Jaw would be here if he was here. Yes, he would. Need to find plum apple pie. Need some of those pecans. Yeah, I still haven't done anything with it. I've got a couple of them because I just really kind of want to see what it is, how the hell they work this year. But we may get more serious about it next year if those are indeed pecans, and it appears that they are. So the dog got pancreatitis. That's no fun. He's doing better though. That's good. I'm glad. Now he's really showing his butt. It's not enough that he lays on the couch with his butt facing towards you. Now he's got to get up on the arm and show you his butt. Yes, he does. Yeah, that's a butt shot. Yeah, we're trying to keep this a family show, buddy. You can't just show your butt all the time. Yeah, and this is how it begins. All right, what's going on here? Let's see if I notice green pod-looking things up in the trees. You have they're unripe pecans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are pecans. Like I said, I need to know enough about it in order to know how to harvest them, how to prepare them, and all that. The shelves are doing better, Linda. Yes, I think the problem is I think it's a combination of the humidity that's here, and I might not have used exactly the best polyurethane coating. I probably should stick with a water base rather than an oil base. I think the oil base tends to take a while longer to dry. But I think I think the shelves are to the point now where I can. Uh, yep, that's right. I'm drinking on the vlog. Yeah, that was a horrible joke, wasn't it, Bite? Sorry, I won't do it again. Karen just got home from church. Hello, Karen. Yeah, you didn't miss much. We're only about a quarter of the way through this, so we'll be here for a while. Yes, my mom is allowed to have visitors in her place in Sacramento. They got to make you got to make an appointment because they kind of want to keep it, under control. They don't want her like having a big massive party or anything like that. But she can make appointments, and my sister has one to come visit like weekly. So that's a good thing. I, what I've been thinking about is like I've seen people that like make nets to catch the pecans when they fall out of the tree, and I've been thinking, I could probably make something like that pretty easy. Just do it. Buy some of that like that garden netting stuff that they use, for like green rooms, for green rooms and greenhouses, stuff like that, and just make some nets to cover the floor or cover the area. And then I guess one of the techniques is to just shake the tree, but these trees are pretty big, so that might be a little hard. And that'd be a little leery too. They're probably because the trees are probably, I'm guessing the trees were probably here before the houses were put here. And because this whole area, I think, is just kind of a wooded area that they kind of built into. And so I don't know how old those trees are. And, I wouldn't want to shake a tree and then have it break and have the branch break and fall off on or something like that. But hi, VNA, how are you? Glad you stopped in. Because we got this guy here. It's funny, whenever he sees me messing around with a laptop or sitting at the couch, he's like right here. He knows what's coming because he knows when I start talking to the computer that the kitty treats start coming too, right? Right, Bite? Yeah, huge branches. Seeing a couple people saying it's buffering. Is everyone buffering here? Because I'm not seeing any problems on my end. Internet looks decently solid. Because sometimes if there's an issue with me transmitting, it'll come up on the screen, but I'm not seeing anything that says there's a problem right now. So, okay, is anybody not seeing buffering? Anyone else say it says it's buffering? We'll try and stick with it for a minute or two and see if it clears up. If it doesn't, then maybe I'll stop this and reboot the internet and try again and see what happens. Yeah, but I don't think your rain in London is going to affect buffering everywhere else. I mean that could affect it depending on how your connection is. Satellite. Sometimes if you're using like satellite TV for or satellite signal for getting your internet, then okay, it's getting better. VNA says it's better. Anyone seeing any improvements? Because I can see your butt. Evidence of any problems on my end. And like sometimes, if there's like an intermittent connection, it'll come up on the screen and tell me that. But Okay, it seems like it gets better and it gets worse. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the live stream briefly. I'm going to reboot my modem and we'll start it up again. So stay tuned. I will be right back. I'm actually going to put something in the comments in case you can't hear me. So hang on a second.